Welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the AAC football season. We've got the battle for the trophy to crown the AAC conference champion. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So the East Carolina Pirates offense is up first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Now it's second down here. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Catch made on the sidelines, good enough for a first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. The Pirates starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. He's found some room at the 45. Breaking through defenders. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll try a pass here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards in the completion, but now it's 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And that is no good. And with that miss, the score remains the same. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
The back's got it. They'll tackle him at the 27. Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
First down, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On third down, it's a handoff. Got a lane. Can he get in? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Pirates. Strong game by this quarterback.
Just get... Let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Looks right for a quick completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That's a design quarterback keeper. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Receiver makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That completion makes it second and medium.
Ringo. 42 Spider.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw, and he'll loft it to the end zone.
Great job here.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. But they took a look just to confirm that. It looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner trying to create good field position. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. The Pirates hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it on the move. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
The Pirates have 1st and 10 here. Back to throw again. Looking for a deep completion. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And this pass is caught. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. There's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, East Carolina. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And they've got the returner corralled. Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's caught. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Wow, what a play by this safety. Sometimes you'll see teams around the country not willing to play much cover 2 because they're concerned about the safety and coverage. But in this case, man, he played it perfectly, read the football, and made the interception.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, talk about an exciting first half. But then again, what else might you expect here in the AAC championship game? And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the conclusion of the AAC Championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Pirates will kick this deep to begin the second half. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense ready to start this drive. First down here for this offense. We get the second half started with the running play. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On the double.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And looking to throw now on first down. Snags a good throw. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Makes a quick catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. The Pirates will send their punt team onto the field. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Offense comes out to start this drive. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They're going to run it here. He's brought down out at the 46. Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
691, Gators score.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to pass this time. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Okay, ready? Got it.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter.
Lasso. Lasso.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
On the double.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Using his legs here. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
25.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the 2nd half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quick throw complete to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. The Pirates will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, they don't connect here. but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Oh, and it's a fumble. Fumble recovered by the defense, going the other way. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Get set, get set.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. Runs right over the defender. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense operating from the pistol. He'll hand it off. Powerful running here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game. I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, pass caught. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Here's a target, and it's complete.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Bringing pressure. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Jukes to get past the man. And the stop made just short of the goal line. They'll put it at the 2. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Ball handed off. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play.
Come on, set. Reload.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they get to call themselves champions of the AAC. That's a major goal realized, but now we have to see if the committee is going to reward this championship with an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this College Football Playoff gets underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the USF Bulls offense comes on the field first today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start. Kirk, so much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
On first down, it's play action. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Bulls come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And the defense wraps him up. Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Looking to throw. It's Tate. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Punt team ready to boot it away. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30. The Bulls will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Keeping it on the ground here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's 3rd down and 10. Back to pass. It's Tate. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Hand off to the single back. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And USF has the lead here, Kirk, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st and keep this drive moving.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And the same runner's got it again. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Quick throw, testing the middle. And the ball is picked off. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back. It's Tate. He's running out of time here. And the completion made. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Ouch, that is an... Oh, you cannot make contact with the quarterback after the throw. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escapes the sack. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Grab behind the line. It's Armstrong. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Bulls will have to kick it away. And the offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to the left, and it's complete. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Boy, this quarterback throws a beautiful ball. Another big gain for this offense, and a chance to get points on the board before we get to halftime.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
2nd down after the incompletion.
Here we go. Lion.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Automatic on the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Dropping back, it's Tate, and he lofts it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. About 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Down he goes. A sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically. Help that offensive line.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bulls will kick it off to begin the second half. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Ball handed off. Gets into space at the 50. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a rookie.
And the senior. Impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Now they line up to kick the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The USF offense is back out there now. Last possession, a 1-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. This has been a tremendous fight through three quarters. In this playoff game, deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game, who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Here comes a handoff. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches. Chris, I'm surprised here, but it worked out. 4th down and goal, quarterback sneak. The offensive line got low, got a good push to give him just enough room to get into the end zone.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Looking to pass. It's Tate. The pass is caught.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
The gain moves the ball to the 34. The Bulls hustle to the line to run that hurry up. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Incomplete. Second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's tackled after the catch. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Now with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. First down here for this offense. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Sticking with the running game. Nowhere to run up the middle. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. And there's the handoff. And now the defense able to bring him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, a crew looking to make a strong statement, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Returner choosing to field this one. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Okay, now we'll get our first look at this offense here today. Well, the energy of this building, Chris, is just going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, let le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? A handoff from the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Pass is caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
It's third down for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this. Football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20. Here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field. The first chance we've had to see them today. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
And tackled after a small pickup there. That gain sets up a third down play. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught for the completion. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The Sooners will have to kick this away. See if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the offense trots back onto the field here. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, to come out throwing. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's looking deep here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip. He saw the ball and just swatted it away.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain. That completion makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him and his hand make a play.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. They'll hand it off. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
And the Sooners come to the line to run the hurry-up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes a spectacular diving catch. So he brings the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. The Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Defense makes the stop after the completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
And now the handoff. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot right here. He's got it near the end zone.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Tack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now,
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They can't stop him. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. This will likely be the last play of the half. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. The Sooners looking to run some tempo here. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Looking to throw again. Pressure is coming. That one sails incomplete. Threw it too far.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The offense going with the hurry up.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And looking for a big play here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback's got it on the option. Push play to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. It's a run to the left. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
First down here for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
QB decides to keep it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And they get the completion. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. They'll work the clock here with the running game. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. He pulls it in for a big gain. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48. And the Sooners will crank up the tempo.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys. And it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board. Maybe not able to come back in this game. But, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's complete downfield. Down quickly after the catch, but the ball at the 14 sets up the red zone opportunity now. Looking to throw it again. The pass rush closing in. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. After the sack on first down, it's second down.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Gives it to the back. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Can he get there on the ground? And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the first down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
Okay, ready?
The offense will set up on first and 10.
3:25.
They'll give it to the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
And here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today, and a very satisfying W.
Now, I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with, and I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, a group with a whole lot to prove here today. Taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Tigers offense has the football first here today. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
How's the spin move? They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype with a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Here comes the up-tempo offense. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that run produces a decent gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side.
Well, a quick short throw here. Not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance. But they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
No problem. Knocks it right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here. Makes it 3-0.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First and 10 play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down after the completion. Important second down play coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he drops back in the gun. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. Offense now in the all-important red zone. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. The offense threatening now. First and goal. They're going to run it. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
He's running out of time here. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Will a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quick throw over the middle. And he pulls in the catch. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy? How about airing this one out toward the sideline? And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
They bring him down after a short gain there. Offense in hurry-up mode. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's an out route. The catch made. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. 2nd down after that previous play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. And out comes the offense set to take over here. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here or the defense come up with a stop? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
Third down after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gainer.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
And it's caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Defense is coming after him. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Here's a run call on 3rd and goal.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
The PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. The back's got it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We get the second half started with the running play. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback keeps the football. They stop him, but it's a first down.
I love the toughness of this quarterback to be able to pick up some good yards like this, to move the chains, keep this drive alive. His team will feed off of his energy when he makes plays like this.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. change the pre-snap look now. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And Chris, think about it, over the years since you and I have been doing college football, going way back to guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Gonna run it. It's Provo.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Offense on the field to take over.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The ball is caught. Tackle made after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He's going to try to return the punt. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Play action here on 1st down. Catch made over the middle. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down. They're going to run it here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offenses, is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back. On the run, going to heave it downfield. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, the offense just cannot afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Fourth down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. And now you've got another chance at points.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion sets up a second down play. They'll run it here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. He'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Linebackers making some adjustments now. So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Love to see this with the lead late in the game. In the postseason, you got to trust your offensive line in your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
And the single back takes the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead. After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The pocket breaking down. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. The Badgers offense comes on the field to open this game. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Fighting him off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First down here for this offense. Same tailback, another carry. That one moves the ball across the 40.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
It's a draw play. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice throw here by this Wisconsin quarterback. Good route by the receiver and a first down for the Badgers. And when Wisconsin can throw the football to complement their running game, they're a very dangerous offense to deal with.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that catch is hauled in. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner is brought down. The guys up front lined up. It's first down.
3:25.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. And now from the pistol formation. Give it to the back again. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Ball handed off. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So it's Wisconsin with the lead here, Kirk. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
They'll run the option. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. That's a design quarterback keeper. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. This defense is making it tough. Ball still at the 3. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, here we go. 4th and goal in the national championship. We're in the second half. Chris, I look at that scoreboard. You think about all that you've been through. You're down 3. Field goal gives you a chance to tie, potentially go to overtime, or you roll the dice and take your shot to get into the end zone.
Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for the wide out. Catch is made down the middle. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Second down play coming up. It's a shotgun run call. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, what do you know here? An offensive coordinator from Wisconsin calling a nice run play for a first down. Man, we have been seeing this for so many years, so many decades. Wisconsin with the ability to run the football is just a thing of beauty.
And the Badgers with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a quick grab. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And the pressure gets to him again.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
This one is right through. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
It's 2nd down after that completion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Winston. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And they've regained the lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense makes their way on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Keeping it on the ground here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it for a big gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
1st down and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone, just run the clock out and get to halftime. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And this pass is on target, caught. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk. Fellas, hard to believe we're only 1/2 away from crowning a national champion.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. First play of the second half is a handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. He has first down yardage at the 46. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The back's got it again. He's found some room at the 45. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Quarterback drops back. Going to try to use his legs here. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Caught quickly. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The back's got it on a counter. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone?
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. A gain makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the grab, and he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
The Badgers lining up here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They go with a direct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I love watching these linebackers fly around, doing a good job of reading their keys. Saw the guard pulling, shot through that A-gap, was able to blow this play up.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. Third down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this third down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Fair catch made at the 40. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Boy, this is a big play by this offense. They go on the post route. It's a perfectly run route. It looks like the ball is going to be overthrown, but how about the receiver laying out to bring that one in for the big game?
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. First down and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs get him as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. First down here for this offense. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. On first and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Winston. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Boy, this guy knows what to do with the ball when it's in his hands. Nice job of catching it, and then the run into the end zone to give them the 1-point lead. Now, under 2 minutes to go in the national title, fourth quarter, pretty obvious. You got to go for 2 to give yourself potentially the 3-point lead.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the offense trots back out on the field again. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Offense goes to the pistol formation now. He'll hand it off. Gabe moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. We'll look to throw it here on second down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. He's escaping the pocket now. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The shotgun handoff here. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the... Hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, they fall a little bit short.